Hi, this is DOSBox Mom, and welcome back to Let's Play Heroes Chronicles. We're almost to the end of the first month of game time in the Magic That Binds scenario in the Masters of the Elements campaign. And we have another text message. Grievous brought me a report this morning from the troops who were left in the Plane of Fire to control the territory we conquered. They've learned that the Lord of Fire has enslaved the great Phoenixes and forces them to fight for him, or else he'll destroy the places where the Phoenixes have been born since the beginning of time. As I read this report, I clenched my fist around my staff. The Elemental Lords were no different than the wizards who once enslaved my people. To make matters worse, I sat here looking and acting exactly like the bottom feeders who nearly destroyed my people. Yeah. That could be a problem. Basically having Tarnum and Rissa flag the rest of the structures in this region. Okay, that's the garrison between the Air Lord region and the Water Lord. So we'll be coming back there. Okay. Yeah. We're bringing up Astral with reinforcements. Mage Guild there. And there are Magic University or Artifact Markets, neither of which I am really that enthused about building. So I can think of way better things to use the funds for. So maybe we won't build anything this turn. Now, is there anything else this direction? Yeah, basically trying to get as much in the Air Lord area flagged as possible. Okay, resource silo actually makes sense, though. Guess we can always use more resources. Okay. Go north one step to learn the Magic Mirror spell from the Oracle of Air. Her services cost 200 gold each time you visit her. I'm the Oracle of Air, and for paying tribute to me, I will teach you the spell Magic Mirror. Okay. Well, that's kind of neat. Yeah. Basically need more crystalline gems. Yeah. Oh, we'll just leave it for now. And it's Locust Week. So I don't necessarily need to travel all that way. Okay. And Rissa. Pick up some more air elementals. And Solmir. Can pick up pixies. As can passes. Now. And perhaps we can have Astral pick up this week's troops here. Okay. And then we'll hire troops here. Basically, I skipped a couple days worth of game time from the recording, so I could get it as close to the point where I was ready to assault the next Elemental Lord's domain. Yeah, maybe there. Okay, and now we can take Syra into this area. Okay. I called a meeting of my top advisors this morning. The gremlins brought a table out into the middle of camp. Usually these meetings were held in private. Much of what a wizard does is done in secrecy, and I was determined to hold on to at least a small portion of my real identity. I could tell the wizards were uncomfortable as a crowd of gremlins and mages gathered. We have a more urgent matter to deal with, I said sternly. We must abandon our search for the magic elementals. But why? Hemaroth said. Because I say so! Because the phoenixes are trapped on the plane of fire, slaves to the Fire Lord. As long as I live, I will not allow any creature to be slave to another. The mages muttered to each other while some of my advisors protested all at once. Calmly, Remus stood and said, Lord Tarnum, if we pull back from the flight of magic now, the magic elementals will be forced to join one of the elemental lords. Then we'll be at a disadvantage. I glared at Remus and the others. Of course they didn't care about the enslaved phoenixes. They're the descendants of the same wizards who enslaved the barbarians. I will not abandon the phoenixes. I'm not asking that, Lord Tarnum. Only that we finish what we do here first. No, I'm the commander here. In a few days I want to know how long it'll take for us to return to the plane of fire. Oh yeah, they misspelled that. Tarnum is pretty darn mad. Okay. So, let's consolidate troops. All right. And then have Rissa bring those air elementals up to Astral. I suppose eventually we'll get to the point where everybody who wants sprites will have enough sprites and we won't have to recruit them for a while. Then Rissa. Rissa can give Tarnum some additional stone elementals. There. And we've got... no, can't give those. But maybe these ice elementals. It'll work. Okay, then we'll start sending Tarnum up this way. Yeah. I won't get these pixies upgraded. I think we'll put passes into Garrison for now. Probably. No, he hasn't. Oh, that's better. Because I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with all these people. Hello, Lost in Blue. Well, probably isn't anything else. Well, except for Magic University, which we don't really need. Oh. You know, I can't quite decide what we're going to do here. But I think I'm going to pause the game. Maybe try to get Tarnum up by the entrance to the area connected with the Water Lord, and we'll be back in a second. And we're back. It's late in the first week of the second month, and we've got another text message. I heard the shout soon after I retired to my tent for the night, and among the angry words I caught my name. So, I slipped out the rear of my tent and raced among the shadows toward the source of commotion, Remus's tent. Filthy, sluggish lout, said Hemorrhous. What's your voice? Remus said. I don't care any longer. He's a brute. Not a real wizard. What was King Magnus thinking, making him our leader? Magnus must have had his reasons. You weren't with us then, Remus. He's a thug. Wouldn't even let us build a mage guild for the longest time, and I swear, he was afraid of magic, like some stupid barbarian. You're being foolish now, Hemorrhous. He's as powerful as any wizard I've met, Remus said. I could tell the man was attempting to calm Hemorrhous down. Just look at him. He's no wizard. He's as big as any barbarian. I've even heard him pray to the ancestors. Those are the gods of the barbarians. I've looked it up. And now he wants to leave the plane of magic and save some silly phoenixes? This hypocrite! Barbarians are the biggest slavers around! I had heard enough. I could see Hemeros's shadow pacing on the inside of the tent cloth, so I punched my hand straight through and grabbed the man by his collar. Hemeros, I yelled as I dragged him through the torn tent and threw him. I think they meant to say T-H-R-E-W him on the ground. I wanted to smash his skull in, but I just stared at the man cowering at my feet. I swallowed my anger and stormed off without another word. I could tell by the expressions on everyone's faces that they all knew just how close Hemeros came to dying. Okay, so Tarnum is gradually advancing towards the Garrison, marking the border with the Waterlord's domain. Okay, now we can take care of that. We need to get 3 more gems. Okay, let's go back to Rissa. Expert fire magic, and then we'll have her enter that Garrison. Soldier. Okay. Let's roll. Yeah, we're having Syra visit the power-ups and recruit air elementals. Which is basically what we had Rissa doing during the last game week. Okay. Well, I'm gonna let's just go on to the next turn. Because I think Tarnum's just about ready to break through that barrier. Yep, there we go. And now that we control 2 castles, we have some idea of how large the forces are. Lots each of ice elementals and hordes each of the water elementals. Oh yeah, like 30 apiece and 50 apiece. Okay, let's... Well, immune to ice, vulnerable to fire. Mind spell immunity, ice immunity, fire vulnerability. I wish I had more fire spells. Okay, well, let's try. Chain lightning. Which took out a fair amount, but not as many as I would have liked. Okay. Hopefully this will work. I think after this battle, we're going to have to take a break regardless of whether we capture the Air Lord's Castle, I mean the Water Lord's Castle or not. would really help Tarnum. He just doesn't get to the inside of the castles often enough. Oh. Yeah, we are losing troops. I'll hopefully eventually win, but seriously deplete the forces. We might have to borrow some of those extra troops from Syra and Rissa. Oh, yeah. Of course, I think we've basically been there. It shows where the other elemental lord stuff. Oh, okay. Oh, that didn't work. Well, we're basically running out of time here, but we have at least finally penetrated the Waterlord's domain. There's one of the Waterlord heroes. There's the entrance to that area. We need to go that way and into there. And there's another Keymaster's tent. So we'll finally get around to capturing the Waterlord's castle in the next episode, and we will see you then.